Hello, and welcome to our thought for the day today. Today, I want to introduce you to this little fellow here. His name is Zebedee, and he is our family pet. Strictly speaking, he belongs to my daughter. You know how it is. Every child wants a pet, and then as a parent, you have to make a decision. Do you buy a dog or a cat? And for us, it ended up in a little Dutch rabbit called Zebedee. Now, what does he do all day? Well, mainly he sits around, nibbles on carrots and cabbage, and turns these into neatly formed little pellets, plenty of them. Sometimes he is allowed to jump about in the house. And when it's nice, we take him out in the garden and he can run around there a little bit. He sleeps sometimes. Most of the time, he's just busy looking cute. And sometimes he does naughty things. He has nibbled into some of my favorite jumpers and also some computer cables. But of course, we love him. And I want to tell you about one thing that he sometimes does. Sometimes when I say goodnight to him in the evenings and I put my hand in his cage, he licks my finger, or he comes and jumps over to me and sniffs at my finger and licks it. And I'm always quite touched by that in some way, because it's such a little gesture of kindness or gratitude or affection. He's obviously not aware of what we do for him. He isn't aware that I bought him for my daughter, that I'm paying for his food, and he's not aware that my daughter takes great care to keep him clean, and so on. But if he was aware, what ways would he have to show affection? He can't say thank you. He can't make us something nice. He can't go and buy us a present. He's got very limited way to express his gratitude or his affection. And the way he has found is actually that he comes and hops over and sort of licks somebody's hand. And as I say, I'm really touched by that sometimes. He has found his way, the only way probably he has to show affection. And I must say, it makes me really happy when he does that. So he's on his way now. Okay, come on. And I was thinking, it's a bit like God and me. My ways of showing my gratitude to God are limited as well. I've got more ways than a rabbit. I can tell God that I'm grateful. I've got a voice to use. I can do things which I know he loves, like praising him or helping other people. And I think God is just as happy with my clumsy attempts to show him that I love you as I am happy with Zebedee's attempts to show it to me, imperfect and small compared to what he receives, and imperfect and small compared to what I receive from God on a daily basis. His goodness, his provision, and all he gives me every day. And I would like to invite you to think of ways how you can express that to God. If you have a pet, you probably have learned a similar lesson. If you have got a dog, dogs are much more able to express happiness and gratitude, aren't they? Or maybe a cat as well, than a rabbit is. But even with this limited little ways, he has found a way to do this. And I want to invite you to find your way to tell God that you are grateful and you love him. And now I need to look for him and make sure he hasn't bitten into some kind of cable. Goodbye.